the demo is launching, and I am just getting ready to... Here we go. I kind of wish it wasn't full screen, but that'll be okay. There we go. This is Dupery. Not to be confused with Duppy Detective Dacia.
Okay, pretty.
Yeah. Settings, graphics. Okay, we can throw some film grain on. Sure, that's cute. I'll keep it.
I do enjoy when film noir sits in this kind of like really heavy spot blacks and big angle kind of style. The rulebook for Fiasco looks a lot like this. And this is not a song I know, so I'm like, hey, it might not be Kevin MacLeod's joint.
Okay, let's hop right in.
Crime never sleeps, so I guess I won't either. Not while the syndicate continues to spread. I've got work to do.
That damn syndicate.
Welcome back, Detective. As you may have heard, the city is rampant with crime. Oh, it's like it's a logic puzzle kind of thing rather than a...
Perhaps.
The syndicate's roots have grown ever more expansive and corruption festers like never before. I fear that if we don't act now, we won't have another chance. I must say, you've been out of the game for a while. Let me catch you up to speed. On the left, you can see the number of innocent, meddler, underling, and traitor roles. Yes, it's a hidden role discovery game. Wonderful, I love this.
Oh, okay.
You can see the innocent, meddler, underling, and traitor roles you can expect to see on the board. Innocent and meddler roles are good. Underling and traitor roles are evil. All evil must be arrested before you can move on to your next case. On the right here, you can find the suspect list, which includes all the roles that can be found in this case. We call these the suspected roles. Roles can only appear once on the board. However, certain roles may hide their true identity and pretend to be other roles. Yes, this is a single-player werewolf. You can hover over a suspect to get a description of what each role does. If you need more details, simply click on them. The priest is innocent and good. When investigated, announce I am the priest. When lying or tainted, it will announce something else. Sure. Underling and evil. I lie and pretend to be in an in-play role. Sure.
In-play. Okay, I see. Yes, and we've got a little glossary there. That's...
There is a game that I play or came across recently that is literally just this, with a kind of like high fantasy theming instead. And it's just like, oh yeah, people love playing Werewolf and Mafia, but Werewolf and Mafia takes a really long time, and people who don't know the rules can fuck up play. So what if we just made single-player variants of it? Click on a house to reveal who lives there. Two priests. That's impossible. One of them must be the mobster pretending to be the priest. Luckily for you, the mobster is a liar, meaning the information they give will be false. Arrest the imposter and finish this. Right-click to arrest the role.
We know that the priest would say, I'm the priest, not I'm the monk, so... Off to jail with you. In 5 hours.
I guess, like, arresting takes time, and your thinking time also counts. Here's your new case detective. Who's been drawing everywhere? Well, you better clean up before you start. Use this rubber to erase this mess. Click to pick up the rubber and hold to erase, then you can put it down. Oh, this is how you can kind of like annotate your discussion. Your thinking through of things. Taking a long time. I used to play Werewolf and Vampire variant on the form of 24-hour turns. Oh my god, take a week to finish a round. I apologize for that, Detective. Should you wish to make your own notes, make good use of the pen and the pins on the left. It makes sense. I'm using a British accent then. That makes sense. My default accent. Scroll with the mouse or hold the mouse wheel to change the color. Pins can be dragged around to the board. You can remove them. There's a lot of suspects this time around. Pins can be recolored the same way as the pen. Try not to make too much of a mess, detective. Now let's get to it, shall we? This case is a little more complex than the last one. There are quite a few new suspects. Make sure to take a look at them before making any rash decisions.
Okay, so the reporter, when investigated, I announced how many steps I'd need to take to reach the closest evil role. Oh, interesting. Therapist, when investigated, I announced how many of my adjacent neighbors are evil. Okay.
The priest says, I am good. Mailman.
The priest says, I am the priest.
Yes, I know, but it's essentially what it says is, when investigated, I announced one in-play role and one not-in-play role, specifying which is which. Okay, because there's fewer doors than there are suspects.
I lie. So Mobster does the same. The Spectre obscures one non-meddler role, hiding its name. Appearance and information numbers are not obscured. I line pretend to be a suspected role.
So this means that there is one good role that we don't know about until the Spectre is uncovered, and also they lie.
It pretends to be a suspected... Okay, and just any of the suspected roles.
Be careful, detective. Every time you arrest a good role, your reputation will drop considerably. And if your reputation drops too low, well, I'm afraid I'd have to let you go. No pressure.
Okay, where do we want to start? I think going for one with a lot of adjacency is probably a good idea. Let's start with 4.
I wonder whether adjacent is 3 evil clients.
Okay, so
well, that's a lie.
I guess we
that's
know
impossible.
That, well, adjacent could include diagonals,
yes,
I guess.
But there are only 2 underlings.
Oh, I see. Okay, do we want to arrest the therapist?
I would arrest that. That's incorrect information. There we go.
Okay, good call, good call. Do we want to look at 3 then?
Let's go with 3. Okay, so this is the role that the Spectre hid. We don't get to know what it says.
Okay, and that just doesn't change. So I guess we'll take a look at number 1.
And it has to be, but we do know that number 3 is a legit role because the Spectre won't hide an evil role. The priest lives in town.
Is that
I've
true?
Never heard of the therapist. No, because it obscure one non-meddler. Oh, true. So it could be.
The priest lives in town. I've never heard of the therapist. Okay, I see. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting because we've seen the Spectre pretend to be the therapist. We don't know whether they will pretend to be roles that aren't on the board. Let's open 5.
Okay, then I guess that has to be 3.
That's not true either. You are next to the closest evil, so that is also a lie.
But I suppose the Spectre has been arrested, so I don't know if it's still
the way
there.
that this game works is that what they are going to say is the roles that they fit in. Otherwise, the logicking would be really, really difficult. So he's next to evil, so he's not 2 steps away. That is incorrect. So I would suspect that the reporter is a criminal. If you want to double check it, then yeah, you go.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Sure. Who's the last?
I've played this style of game a little bit. I will try and not quarterback you.
No, that's fine. We're in this together, and I am happy to learn from someone who's more experienced. So the priest, we know what they do. The mailman, we know what they do. The tailor, ability, pick 2 roles. I announce if they are the same alignment.
Yes. So there will be some suspects or roles that once they're revealed, you can click on them to activate their ability. So this means that if we reveal the tailor, we can then choose 2 other doors.
I see. mathematician. When investigated, I announce the sum of all evil roll addresses.
Oh, like it'll give a
That's
number.
cute.
That's
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the mobster. Okay, so where do we want to start?
So if we find the mathematician, then it's immediately solvable, assuming it's not the mobster, because they'll have to give. There's only one roll, so we'll give a single number of 1, 2, 3, or 4.
True.
Whichever. Dealer's choice.
Priest. Okay. Let's try.
The priest says, "I am good." What a surprise.
Detective. It means they can help us. The blue hand shows that the roll. Okay.
One-time ability. Make sure to read what they do before jumping in. I wouldn't fire that just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. Oh no, it's not useless to us.
Because
Because
assumedly it tells the truth. Because there's only one culprit. Oh.
If we used it, we could use this to solve this basically now, I think, if we said, okay, priest and 3, and it's like, oh, they are the same, then we arrest 2.
Exactly, you got it.
So we could use this right now.
Yeah, use it right now.
They are not the same alignment. Okay.
I would arrest number 2. Oh, was that was the false Taylor? That's funny.
Oh my god. Okay.
So then that means it's lying and we can arrest it. That's very clever. Okay. 50-50 chance we got.
That's good to know. That that straight up did not occur to me. Like Minesweeper with extra steps, I do see that.
There'll be likely there'll be some steps later on where there'll be a suspect that will, as we reveal people, will kill cards off. Which means that we do have a time limit because they'll start murdering people if we take too long. But if we don't have that time limit, it can actually be useful to reveal everybody and see what they all say.
Meddlers are good, if you can believe that. They'll often cause trouble. Traitors, on the other end, are pure evil. They'll often make solving the case much harder. I'm curious how use twice as much reputation as normal. Others treat your reputation status as poor. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role not in play. A suspected not in play role. Okay. Surgeon, on the 12th hour, I might kill an innocent role. Interesting that is a might.
So whenever an hour passes, there is a chance that they might remove somebody. Oh, that's time limit gated? That's actually quite mean.
Well, it's on the 12th hour.
Yes. So we know that every time... Oh, sure. So after 12 hours has passed, that is quite a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I think revealing one takes 1 hour and arresting one takes 2, it seems.
I've not been paying sufficient attention to the clock, but I believe you. If Vigilante has an ability, pick a role. If the selected role is evil, I kill them. Otherwise, nothing happens.
Yes. Sometimes the villains will pretend to be the vigilantes. So it's a bit dangerous.
Fair. Weatherman, when investigated, I announce 3 addresses. One leads to an innocent, the other leads to a meddler, and the last leads to an underling or traitor. Okay, where do we want to start?
So, what does the mathematician do again?
Announces the sum of all evil roll addresses.
And we know that there are definitely 2, but it might be, so usually in these kind of games, when there's somebody lying, the information they give will be bonkers sometimes. So if the mathematician says the total is 15, then it's okay, all right. Similarly, if the vigilante tries to shoot somebody and doesn't, it's either because you've tried to shoot somebody who's innocent, or because the culprit doesn't have a gun and can't shoot anybody, so they'll be like, it failed, pushing fingers together. But for now,
start with this one?
Let's start with 3.
2, 4, 6, if this can be believed. Well,
did not implicate itself. Let's open 2.
Yet.
Okay, so it takes 2 hours to inspect a door, it seems. I guess it's worth following up on 4 and seeing what shows up.
I think so, yeah.
I see. So double checking the rules for the priest again, if you click on priest.
When I'm lying or tainted, I will announce something else. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce one of the following statements, such including, I don't feel so good.
So we know. So there'll be some suspects that have the ability to taint a roll, which basically forces them to lie even if they're good. The priest is great because when he's lying, we know.
And also, I don't think there's anything that
can taint anybody.
Taints.
So we know definitely that number 4 is. Hold on. Can we look at surgeon briefly? The full info. When I'm lying or tainted, I never kill. I see. So it does not lie by default and does not pretend to be somebody else, which is important because it's like, oh, if we arrest 4, it might be a meddler, but it seems that the surgeon doesn't lie unless forced to. And I don't think the mobster or the critic do, so we can arrest 4, I think, pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and that took 1 hour.
It feels to me... So the weatherman reveals an innocent person, a culprit.
When I'm lying or tainted, I announce 3 addresses. All addresses are either innocent or meddler rolls.
But we don't have anybody that can force to lie, so that's... But there was the third thing, so it reveals an innocent person, an evil person...
And a meddler. So this is probably the surgeon.
Yes. So that's fine. We don't necessarily need to waste time on revealing that if we are on limited time.
That's right.
I guess it's worth looking at 1 or 5 and seeing what they say/do.
Let's take a look at 5. Vigilante.
Before you shoot anybody, reveal 1.
Yeah. You said reveal?
Yeah, reveal 1.
Mathematician calculated the number 4.
That is obviously incorrect because there's 2 villains, so it can't just be 4. You can shoot the mathematician if you want.
Okay. That's a fun little bit of visual flair.
Very funny that it's like, well, I didn't shoot them. The vigilante did. I just asked them to do it. Have a look at the suspect list. We have a poisoner in play. Poisoners are quite tricky to deal with as they taint an adjacent roll. Rolls that are tainted will be forced to lie even if they are good. Sorry to skip ahead.
No, that's fine.
It's the key to remember that a roll that lies is not always evil. A tainted roll will still read as good to others, so try to use all the information to pick this mess apart. Now, let's see who they do. Is it random? Is it neighboring?
Random. Random neighboring.
And then you lie and pretend to be other people.
That's fun that they themselves can be tainted.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. We also have the Bloodhound. When investigated, I announce the direction of the nearest evil roll from me that is in my column or row. If the closest evil rolls are the same distance away from me, I start barking. If I find no evil, I sniff.
Okay.
And the reporter announces how many steps they'd take to reach the closest evil roll.
And the therapist announces how many people next to them are evil. It feels like revealing 1 is important. If it's the Bloodhound, then we'll get the most information.
Interesting. I was wondering if 2 would be good because it's
that's
adjacent
also
to 2 of them.
reasonable as well, yeah. 1 or 2.
Okay, so the priest is either lying or tainted. Which do you think we should look at?
Worst case scenario, this is the poisoner, and it means that we have a lot of information, like 1 and 3 can't be trusted anymore.
I mean, we now know 4 and 5 have to be trustworthy. It's
true
because the poisoner poisons an adjacent one, so either this is the poisoner
or it's one of the corrupted ones. Okay, so let's have a look at maybe 5.
What are you hoping for from 5?
So 5 will either give us some steps. I'm kind of seeing if we can reveal the Bloodhound and if that gives us useful information. Because the Bloodhound, I don't think triggers on people who are... The poisoner lives in town,
I never heard of the reporter.
Well, that feels... We can't verify that as true or false. Oh, yeah, we do have the mailman.
We can, because we know the poisoner is 1, 2, or 3.
Yes. True. What does 4 say? Because if we see a reporter, then it's like, oh, we're in there.
But they're not going to be in 4. As I said, the poisoner is in 1, 2, or 3. Like this.
Okay. Do you want to reveal a 1 or 3 then?
Okay.
Right.
So
okay. Then we know that reporter is the Sure.
Okay. There we go.
Another day, another case. Oh, this is a big list, right, detective? Once again, the syndicate has given us a challenge. Have a look at the barkeep. They are special as they will transform an innocent role into the drunkard. Yeah. Not only is this very irresponsible, but it also messes with our reports. The ratio on the left can be outdated when these transformations occur. So,
drunkard, meddler, I lie and pretend to be a good not-in-play role.
So currently it says that there are 0 meddlers, but it's pretty likely if the barkeep is in play that there is a meddler, technically. Or it should read as a meddler, even though it's not.
I think it will become a meddler. Okay, where do we... Let's see. Anything else new here? Mobsters... The same scoundrel. I cannot die or be arrested unless I am the only unarrested and alive evil.
So we have to get rid of the barkeep and the mobster first.
Taylor, pick 2 roles. I announce if they're of the same alignment. Okay.
This does now mean that we can't trust any of this information, but we're also not on the time limit. We can reveal everybody without worrying about being punished.
True. That's a good point.
I would go with 4.
Therapist, I have 2 evil clients. Okay, that could be true.
That could be true.
I think it's probably still worth looking at one of these.
Of course.
Though. Let's look at 7, I suppose. Scoundrel. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, so yes, because he doesn't say that they lie. They just can't have anything to do with them. Okay. So now we have to see about if we can. How many? I'm now just very interested in what 1, 3, and 5 are. Well, that's impossible.
Possibly.
I assume it's orthogonal and not diagonal.
I lie and pretend to be... Yes, you can see the cards that are highlighting, and all the rest are darkening. Sam very aptly points out it is probably not HIPAA compliant to tell someone your clients are evil.
So the drunkard pretends to be somebody else, right?
But who's not in play.
So
this
has to be either the barkeep or the mobster,
right? So I think we arrest him. Okay.
But that also absolves 3 and 5 as being
2
evil roles.
Great. So shall we look at 2 or 6?
2.
Bloodhound points west. That's accurate. True. So do we want to just arrest 6 right now?
We can take that shot. There is obviously because of the way that we're playing, because there's no time limit, as it were. We don't have to, we know the answer, let's go for it. We can confirm our theory by revealing everybody. But I know the way that you'd like to play, being like, I want to do it ahead of time. I don't even need to fucking look. So if you want to go and arrest him straight up, absolutely.
Attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Baba Booey. And those were the Taylor and the drunkard.
Because
I pretended to be a mathematician.
There are definitely instances where you'll look at it and be like, I know what this is without flipping it over, and you'll get got. So. Another poisoner in these parts. The syndicate really is relentless. Remember, a lying role is not always evil, and an evil role is not always lying. Which is new. That last one that we had where, I'm evil but I don't lie, is actually not something I've seen this type of game do. So that's fun.
And also seems worth keeping in mind that a role could be straight up lying about being the scoundrel. Okay, con man, I pretend to be an in-play role. When I'm arrested, I'm not revealed.
But that also isn't lying, so they will tell the truth.
So they pretend to be an in-play role. Okay. Interesting. And
The
we have a
funny
poisoner
thing
that
about that is that you can use them for information to go and get other things.
Yeah.
So if they pretend to be the mathematician or the therapist, then they could be actually perfectly accurate in catching somebody else. The poisoner does lie.
The bounty hunter, I pick and taint an innocent role. When investigated, I announce 3 addresses, one of which belongs to my target. Yeah, no, Sam, you're totally right. This background music is pretty nice.
Unfortunately, the poisoner being in the central role sucks ass.
Yes.
So I'm like either looking at 3 to see how fucked we are, or 6 to see if we have the extreme odds of finding something useful. Fortunately, nothing here has us on a time limit, so we can flip over everything.
I'm inclined to start with 3. 4 evil clients.
Nope.
That cannot possibly be correct. Okay.
But that just means
so
that it might be a tainted therapist and not necessarily a culprit.
Yes. Shall we check 6 then? Bloodhound points south.
That's also fully incorrect. Okay. So, does the bounty hunter lie?
No.
You just reveal the bounty hunter, I see.
Okay, so
now it makes the sense to kind of flip over some more.
Two are tainted, 2 are evil. Actually, okay, but we know.
Because if we find the bounty hunter, that will be a lot of useful information.
Actually, okay, there are 2 tainted and there's 1 liar. Okay, so yes, which one do you want to look at now?
5. That's also not true.
Yeah, that couldn't.
I mean,
possibly
okay,
be true.
so if 2 of them are tainted, that could be feasible. Oh no, there's nothing 3 steps away from the reporter.
Absolutely not. And also, just the fact of the matter is that there are 3, because there are 2 that are tainted, and there's the poisoner.
There's 1 person
that are
lying,
going to be
so
lying.
yeah.
1, 2, and 4 are innocent and will tell the truth.
Let's just reveal them all.
My targets are 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
And we know that 3 is drunk.
Okay, so 3 has to be the
tainted tiger. Yeah, so 2 and 4 should be telling the truth then.
And so 5 and 6, one of these are the poisoner.
The number 8.
Number 8.
3 and 5 is 8, but
Well, I pretend to be an in-play role. When I'm arrested, I'm not revealed. The problem is both the therapist and the reporter are saying baloney, and the con man doesn't lie.
Okay. So that could be 2 and 6. If he's playing the mathematician, he is telling on himself. Let's see what 4 is.
God, I think you're right.
Yeah, okay. They're both saying the same thing. That's very funny.
So we'll arrest 2 and 6.
I think it is 2 and 6. 6 definitely.
It definitely has to be that.
Let's arrest 6 first and see what that says. Okay. Nice. Really, really funny, the con man being like, I'll help you. Fuck, no, wait. Detective, you may have noticed throughout your case that each time you investigate a role, time moves forward. Investigating a role takes 2 hours, while arresting a role only takes 1. The abilities do not take any time to use. Up until now, it hasn't been very important. We've had a surgeon already, actually, so it has been important. I guess there weren't enough tiles to flip for it to matter. In many neighborhoods, there's still danger lurking. Roles might change the state of the board as time progresses.
Oh, the serial killer.
Yeah. Sometimes it's best to arrest quickly. Plus, we're not paying you overtime.
Every 9 hours, I kill an adjacent good role if possible. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Interesting that we just have the clock tower.
I guess the clockmaker is a...
When investigated, I announce what time the clock tower will ring. I add a clock tower on the board when I'm suspected.
I see. What does the full information of that say? A self-confirm,
a self-confirm roll. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce a time during which. So we can compare when did the tower ring with when did the clockmaker say.
Oh yes, because we
ring.
have the number of hours passed. Oh, that means we have to write that shit down. Okay. Interesting. Excuse me. Getting pencil and paper. Every 9 hours and will lie. So they theoretically want to place themselves central.
Every 9 hours they will kill, and every 12th hour the surgeon might kill someone. Yeah, this is neat.
What, a mobster just lies and is someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's tainted at the very least.
True. Good point. Do we? I think going for one of the like
1 and 5, 1, 5,
ones.
and 6 feel important to me because they are the ones with the biggest vector to kill other players. Okay, so we know the surgeon is just there. Fine.
Probably. Yeah, that could be the mobster.
They are only lying people will only be double checking about people who lie. About suspected role,
I lie and pretend to be a suspected role, which is all of these.
Yeah.
And the mobster pretends to be an in-play role.
Right, okay. So they can pretend to be a meddler theoretically. Interesting.
Let's reveal 5. The clockmaker, ring from 8 hours to 9 hours.
Okay.
Okay, and it's currently 4 hours. Shall I reveal 6?
Yes, please.
I'm 1 step away from the closest evil.
Tricky.
Indeed.
So on our next reveal, the bell should ring if Clockmaker is accurate, and the serial killer will kill someone. Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough information. So we can... if we were playing this with people, then sometimes it's actually good to make guesses and be wrong. Because that can still be information in itself, right? If we assume that the clockmaker is telling the truth, we can believe the reporter and try and arrest 7 and hope it's the serial killer ahead of time. Usually when you catch a culprit before they're removed from play, their powers stop working. But I don't think we have enough information to go on. So I think it might be useful to... Because say, for example, that the serial killer is 7. If we reveal a different door and then 6 dies, then we know that the serial killer is in 7 because they've given the game away, if you follow what I mean. So sometimes actually letting the suspect kill somebody can be useful info. I guess it means our rating would drop into good. I don't know if they talked about being punished for characters dying that we didn't kill.
I don't think they mention... well...
The only way we know is to find
arresting
out.
people is bad.
Yeah.
Yes. So which one do we want to go for? I don't know if there's a meaningful difference.
No, there isn't.
Let's reveal 2.
Okay.
Because the surgeon... Okay, clockmaker confirmed.
Okay,
Therapist says I have 0 evil clients, so...
Nobody... Oh, that was to 8 hours, so we still have the chance to catch somebody. And so that's true, because the surgeon isn't an evil role, it counts as a good role, and that means the therapist isn't lying, so it can't be the mobster or serial killer. The clockmaker is telling the truth, so that means we can arrest a serial killer in block 7.
Just to check, is it possible that the
reporter might be lying?
I'm also wondering whether I'm just trying to figure out if it's possible for the therapist to be... the therapist was tainted.
There's no tainting targets in this round.
Oh, truly? Oh, you're right. Okay.
And that's a statement that none of the culprits can say, so we can assume that the therapist is telling the truth.
Well, the mobster lies and pretends to be an in-play role.
Yeah,
so
but if they lie, then it can't say 0. It's the things that are next to it. It doesn't count itself.
But if the surgeon is the serial killer...
I would only believe that if we see a second surgeon.
Okay, so do you want...
I would say, I think my personal play would be to trust the reporter and arrest Seven. The only other play is to reveal another door that isn't Seven and see what happens.
So, I guess, why do you trust the reporter?
The way that lying is in this is a little strange. Where, if Seven is actually a culprit, then the reporter can't say one step away. It has to be anything else.
Yes.
If Seven is an innocent role, then the reporter is lying, but I feel that knowing that the clockmaker is accurate, that's the only other thing that is one step away, right? If there was other kind of hidden positions next to the reporter and it said one step away, I'd be like, I don't know. We don't have enough information to kind of go on. But it feels like it's ruling out some options. It is a gamble. There is a chance that gamble, 6 is the liar and 7 is innocent, but I have a feeling that 7 is a culprit. The only other way to check is to reveal. There we go.
Okay, very nice.
So now we no longer have a time limit, and we can just reveal the others. Well, there we go. Go to jail.
Okay. Bazinga.
Oh, that still happened?
Still happened. How strange. The fact that we arrested them didn't matter.
That's odd. I would be like, is that a bug? Really, if you capture a culprit, their ability should stop firing?
Yeah, I mean, the card doesn't say that it will stop when arrested, because I was wondering
Can we reveal
but I was
all?
like, okay, but sure. Yes.
And see if it lets us look at the stats? Like the suspect's information? Every 9 hours, I will kill roll. Arrest.
When I'm arrested, dead or tainted, I do not kill. Okay, so
yeah,
that
is a bug. That shouldn't have happened.
Okay. Well, now here we go. How would you describe this?
The serial killer was arrested before it could kill a target. And upon arresting the other culprit, at the time somebody could die, an innocent was shot. And actually not somebody next to the serial killer either.
Chilly fingers.
No, you're good. Yeah, there we go.
Neat.
Okay. I don't know how many of these will go on for, but I'm down to do some more.
Yeah, same.
Detective, this might cause you trouble. As you can see, a con man is in play. The con man can make you question your sanity. They are evil, but they do not lie. They told on themselves last time, though, so...
Yeah.
An evil role is not always lying.
So the copycat, I pretend to be a good role in play.
So we're going to see 2 good roles, but they'll both be true.
And that's mean to put with the con man. If we got double vigilante, that would be useful, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Anybody who tries to shoot somebody and it doesn't work will be immediately up the chopping block.
Well, there is the mobster who could be the vigilante.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, but
there's
no
time limit,
matters.
so let's start revealing people. Sure.
One evil client.
That's
could
2 and
be
3.
True. Calculated
8.
the number 8.
Likely story.
3
number
and
3.
5.
Okay. 5. If there's a third gun, I'm going to laugh. 4.
Let's see. I'm guessing this is. Oh wait,
This might be the copycat. They're the same information.
Could be the copycat. Could be the con man. I have 3. Okay, well that's obviously baloney. Shall we arrest the therapist?
Okay. So we can do some funny things here.
Yeah.
We can prove if the therapist, if number 1 is evil, by shooting 6 with 3. We know that 6 is a villain. So if that vigilante is true, then they'll be able to shoot the therapist.
Ooh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so just to run through the possibilities.
So if 3 shoots 6 and 6 dies, then, which I think is impossible because 2 and 4 are corroborating each other, but just play with me in the space here. If 3 shoots 6 and 6 dies, then that means that 3 is a copycat or the real vigilante. If 3 shoots 6 and nothing happens...
Could the con man not shoot a mobster?
Oh, true. The con man can shoot their friend, technically. Which would be very funny. But if 3 shoots 6 and nothing happens, then we know that 3 is like a mobster. Okay. Wow. So that might be the con man.
Shall we arrest 5?
Hold on. We know that the therapist
It would be so funny if we could tell 5
We know
to
that the
shoot
therapist is dead. Oh, hold on. Just to double check. Nobody can be drunk here. So that was definitely a culprit. An underling or a traitor. So that's definitely true. That was slot 6.
Yes.
So if it's calculated 8, then it has to be 2.
True. Okay, very good point. Yes.
So that was worth doing, actually.
Yeah, fun.
Oh, we entered the demo. Good shit. Crime sleeps, so I guess I won't either. Not while the syndicate continues to spread. I've got work to do.
Oh. Huh.
I mean, like,
I guess that was just the tutorial. And,
I see.
Which do you want to take on?
We can do another easy. Case 1.
Okay, so Spectre
has already hidden a role from us, and 1 has already been auto-revealed. We don't know anything about 4.
Okay, so let's see. There's just from the top, wife, in terms of new ones. Wife, I pick an innocent partner when... That's interesting framing device. When I pick an innocent partner... When investigated, I announce their address. I am adjacent to my innocent partner. Skeptic, when investigated, I announce 1 address and its alignment. If your reputation status is poor, I lose faith in you.
So they won't help if you've made too many mistakes.
Let's see. Mailman, Taylor, right. Partner, I announce the address and corresponding identity of an uninvestigated role. Starts investigated.
Oh,
so the partner.
So we know that Spectre is hiding the partner, because I was like, why is 4 already revealed? That feels strange.
I obscure 1 non-meddler role, hiding its name, appearance, information, numbers are not obscured. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Okay, so
it's almost a shame that Spectre has gone and has obscured the partner. Like, it rules out an option for us. We know that 1 is innocent, but it also means we're never going to get any partner information this round. Because I think even if we capture the Spectre, I don't think 4 will unobscure itself.
Now, I announce the address and corresponding identity on an uninvestigated role. Now, it says...
it starts revealed.
No, sorry. It's that numbers are not obscured, and I'm wondering, can we deduce what these blanks are hiding?
Oh, because it says 1 on it. I see. I guess we can't tell the number of characters. I don't think it's that level of detail, but it wants to say something about the role that's in door 1, which is unfortunately not that useful information.
No.
We can open roll 1 though. We're not timed on this one, so.
True. Okay.
Sure.
PRIEST. So this could be like D1 is the priest. Anyway, let's. 4. Okay, well,
no,
you are.
No.
I don't think there's any taintings. Oh, yeah, I don't think there's any taintings. So, do we want to just?
So that one is
lock him
definitely
up
a culprit.
immediately?
We can just arrest that straight away.
Okay. And that just leaves the specter.
Yeah, so it's just revealing more doors until we find something fishy suspicious. I have 3 million evil clients. We can corroborate that by checking 7. Oh god, this text is very small to me.
The partner lives in town. I've never heard of the skeptic.
Okay. Yes, we do know that that's true.
I love number 5. Okay, so that's probably a pound sign, number 5, or number 1 in there. Reporter, I'm 2 steps away from closest evil.
That's true.
And number 4 is evil.
But we already know that there is no skeptic because the mobster is evil and the therapist says there's only one evil client.
True, good point. So arrest skeptic?
Yep. Also, we know that number 4 is not evil. They are confirmed to be a terrible lie.
Sam says, I wish I'd never heard of the skeptic, having been on YouTube. Oh, okay, so that was just... Gotcha.
Oh, we can choose different ones of different difficulties. Let's take a normal case.
Yeah, plus 20% or plus 23%?
Oh, plus 23%. Let's gun for it.
Well, let's see. Okay, there's 1 meddler in town, bloodhound suspected, 10 addresses in town, stalker suspected.
Stalker's new. We don't know that one.
Yeah.
Oh, God, there's a ton.
My God. Yeah, reporter, wife, therapist, weatherman, bloodhound, skeptic, tailor, tinker, tailor, soldier, spy. Gossip
is new.
When investigated, I announced the number of surrounding neighbors an evil role has.
Oh, so it's a ranged version of therapist.
Fall guy, other roles consider me as an evil underling. Other roles cannot pretend to be me. That's interesting. Copycat.
So it also means that the fall guy can't be poisoned.
When I'm tainted, I appear as a good meddler role.
That's interesting. Because like you would I don't know whether, I guess this game might have a rule where underlings can poison each other.
There's nothing in the rules that says an underling can't poison a dog. Hold on. Stalker, pick a surrounding neighbor. I pretend to be their appearance. I might kill them. If they are tainted, I always kill them.
You might kill them.
When I am not lying or tainted, the information I give when pretending will always be correct, even if the role picked is lying or tainted. When I have a 50% chance to kill the selected target. When mistress, I am surrounding the wife's partner unless the wife is lying or tainted. I make the wife jealous. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role.
That's very funny.
Yeah. When I'm tainted, I do not make the wife jealous. And the specter. Okay, this is a lot.
Okay.
We've
given information up front. Because that's definitely going to be true if they're revealed immediately. The thing is...
Do we want to...
We can reveal 10, and we'll get that info straight away.
But what were you going to say?
If somebody was pretending to be the partner, then we'd have multiple tiles revealed as the partner at start.
Yes. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role.
They don't necessarily have to be ones in play. There are much more suspects than there are actually in play. Is there a way that somebody can be drunk? Or tainted, sorry. Different games use different terminologies. I don't think anybody can be tainted.
I don't think so.
Because the partner is wrong here, which is odd.
The partner is wrong.
So if the partner is wrong and it's not the gossip, then that means that the therapist is correct and the partner is a culprit. Yeah.
Shall we arrest the partner?
I would arrest the partner. Yeah.
So then this must be the wife. So then this must be...
Are they next to the wife or next to the person that the wife loves?
Oh, good point.
Wife's
I'm surrounding the
partner.
wife's partner.
So that
then
would
this
suggest that 6 is
must
the
be
wife. Yeah, go for it. Spectre, fuck you. Also, nobody's died yet, and I'm like,
Indeed.
I'm kind of
Where do you
waiting
wanna go
for that
from
to
here?
just happen. I guess this means that we don't really have. We know that 8 is innocent.
Yeah. So we
'Cause-
don't have a. Do you think that's like, oh, therefore we can get some good information?
Yes.
Or do you think that?
I think
okay.
it means that the information we get from 8 will be true.
The number 17.
So
This
9
is
minus.
9. So 6. No, sorry, 8. Hold on. That
Huh.
can only be correct if the mathematician.
Does the Spectre lie?
Oh wait, it's because the Fall Guy. Other roles consider them as an evil underling.
Oh.
So it must be 9 plus something plus something.
Ah. God.
So that is probably either 3 and 4, 1 and okay. Well, so 7 must be clear.
Okay, let's reveal 7 and get
and
that
actually-
info. They're not at risk of dying either.
I have calculated the number 22. What the fuck? So is one of these the Fall Guy, or is one of these the Spectre?
Does the Fall Guy lie?
No.
Oh no,
It's just
so
that-
if we reveal a Fall Guy, they'll just be a Fall Guy.
No, that's not true.
Other roles consider
Oh, is
them to
that
be
true?
evil, and nobody can
right,
pretend
you're
to
right,
be it.
you're
So
right.
if they'll
Of
just,
course.
yeah.
No,
So
my
we'll see if we
mistake.
can
So-
find the Fall Guy anywhere. So so adding up, knowing that number 9 is definitely one of the things that are an evil number. What's another likely number it could be? You say 4 or 3?
I mean, okay, so to get to 19, you would need to add up to 8, which would have to be 5 and 3, 2 and 1 and 7, or 2 and 4. So, hold on, not
So
2.
1 and 7 is possible,
Do you want to look
especially
at
since 7 is clearly nonsense. So let's look at 1.
Probably. Fall Guy.
Okay, so we know
So
that that's
1,
definitely one of them. So it
7,
has to be 7.
9.
So then we can arrest 7 then.
Great.
Ooh.
Very good.
I like we both looked at that 22 and was like, buh.
Yeah, for real.
Or do we want to do a hard? I know that there's another thing in the list that you want to look at. Do you want to do a hard one to close, or do we
Let's
want to
do a
see if we
hard
can get
one,
all the way to 100%? What's the?
I'm happy to save other things for another time. This is
Okay, let's do a hard one.
okay. Milkman.
Fuck. Okay.
After the 12th hour, I become evil.
All right. We have a
Okay.
time limit. Who's the wannabe?
Oh. I pretend to be a tainted in play revealed underling. One in play underling is revealed.
I pretend to
I
be
may
a
reveal a role that is not pretending. When I am lying or tainted, I do not reveal another. Huh?
Yes, Psychonauts reference, absolutely. I pretend to be tainted in play. So it pretends to be another underling, but it pretends to be an underling that is drunk. So let's go and look at some of the underlings we have, and if any of them do something about being tainted. Because the mobster
When I'm
might,
tainted, I do not obscure my target.
so it might pretend
we
to be a
have-
tainted spectre, which is
we
unfortunately not useful to us because we do have a regular spectre as well.
There are 2 underlings. So there are 3. We don't know that.
Which
all
one of
3
those 2
these
there
in
are? True.
The mobster.
Are there any
Yeah.
murderers here? Milkman will become a problem if the game goes on long enough.
I don't think there's any murderers here. No.
So we are in a position to reveal some doors from jump and see what we see.
I think that there's nothing obscured.
Well, nothing reveals itself immediately.
you're
We
right,
might
of
flip something
course.
over and it obscures. Oh, but it also means there's no partner because we would see that first.
True.
I'd
let me
flip
just
5
see.
and then hope that it's something that talks about
I
stuff
start
around it.
investigated even when I'm lying or tainted. Okay. So sorry. Could you say that again?
I would start with 5 because it's next to a lot of things. 4 or 5.
Milkman.
Okay. Hey, that's good to know. If we are too late, then we can just stab the milkman.
Also be the copycat.
True.
Could also be the copycat, but
see about 4.
Never heard of the priest.
That's a shame.
Could be true. I mean, we don't know if that's true. If we see a priest and they say, "I am the priest," then I think that means the mailman. Okay, 1.
Yeah, sure.
Bloodhound points east. Okay. 2.
Can I check what Bloodhound says if it's information it can't verify? It just barks if everything's equal distance away. So it's giving a direction. So either the Bloodhound is evil or what's under number 2 is evil.
If not evil, then lying. Though I guess there's nothing... We said there's nothing that can taint someone else, right? Okay, so... Mathematician, the number 12.
So we've seen... oh, that's interesting. That's impossible. Is it impossible? Hold on. If the Bloodhound is lying, that's impossible. Because then there would have to be 3 things to make up that number, and we know there's only 2. The Milkman isn't evil yet.
This mathematician could be the con man, so they could be... Both of these could be correct.
True.
And if that's the case, then
let's start doing some math there about options. That super can't be possible because there's only 2 underlings, and I don't think there's any 2 that currently add up to.
Oh, I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. Oh God. Okay, but okay. So I think this means that the mathematician is wrong and should be arrested. Is that correct?
The only thing it could be is that this could be the wannabe because the Bloodhound thinks it's evil. But And what would the wannabe be? Like, would it be a pretend mobster? Yeah, feasibly.
Oh God, yeah, you're right. Oh man, the wannabe.
This isn't because
really
we've not encountered the wannabe before and we don't know its rules. Trying to guess around. I think the Bloodhound is telling the truth, but we don't know whether.
One in-play underling is revealed.
Oh, when you flip it.
That's what it looks like. I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. One in-play underling is revealed. Also, there's 2 meddlers. We don't even know if the wannabe is in this.
It could be the copycat. We know that the Milkman is one, but we haven't seen the copycat. Okay, I would be inclined to arrest number 2 right now.
Yes. There we go.
Sick.
Okay. Phew. So I think
it also means that 3 is legit because the Bloodhound would grr if it's equidistant. So we can use 3 for reliable information.
Calculate the number 8.
Well, that reveals our answer to us then. It's 6.
Should I just go for it?
I would go for it.
Okay, there we go. Nice.
Sometimes you just get the answer early. We're almost there. We're over halfway. I'll let you pick what's next.
I'm enjoying going for the spicy ones. It's nice rubbing our heads together. Okay, so
we have a reveal immediately. It's not obscured.
We have the youngster. When arrested, reduce your reputation by twice as much as normal. That's funny.
But otherwise, it's just a guy, so we can flip youngster and it would be normal.
Yes. So there are 2 meddlers, 2 underlings, and the rest are innocent. So.
Let's see here. Therapist and
therapist. Number 6 is the mobster is fascinating. I feel like we should investigate check. 6. And the milkman. We can't know for 22 more hours.
All right. So
we'll need corroboration, I guess.
Let's. I'd like to hit up 4 because there's a bunch of things that talk about stuff next to it.
2 steps away from the closest evil,
which
either
could be
milkman
6.
or
partner. Yeah, not helpful.
No.
All right. Still,
5?
we are in an instance where there's no time limit until 24, so we can continue to reveal. 2.
Sure. Sniffs.
So there's no evil next to them.
No, not just that. There's no evil in any
column or
row.
So 1 and 5
are cleared. Okay.
Which means that they could be reliable information. I don't think we can. Yeah.
There are only 2 things that can. Only 2 cards on the board can lie right now. The con man and the specter and the mobster. The con man doesn't lie.
Yes, and so this does mean that the Bloodhound information could be reliable insofar that 1 and 5 are legit, and Bloodhound is a culprit, an underling rather. But it does mean that I feel comfortable flipping 1 and or 5.
I want to do 5 first.
Clean, love that. What about number 1? Oh, I believe number 7. I believe the partner
number
now.
7. Should I just grip it and rip it and arrest the?
Because we shouldn't
6?
have 2, and I don't think there's a reason. Yes, because we know that the Milkman is innocent because the Bloodhound is currently corroborating. A lot of the way that this works is that you flip until you see an inconsistency, and currently the only clear inconsistency is Milkman 6. So I would arrest Milkman 6 personally. Nice.
Okay, very nice.
This means that This means that 3 and 8 are clean because Reporter would say they would be 1 step away.
True. So should I just?
We can just look at 9 and 10 and see if they say anything unhinged.
Oh god, I didn't even notice 10 over there. I think it is worth pointing out that. Okay. No, never mind. The Reporter could be the con man.
True. But this is why I'm like, we can flip 9 and 10 and see if they say anything like truly unhinged. Oh no, that's not helpful. You can't just shoot the Reporter. It doesn't count as you doing it wrong. But let's see what 10 says.
I've never heard of the Weatherman.
The copycat, he'll say, huh? Who pretends to be someone else, sure. But they're not evil.
So I'm willing to bet, because we haven't seen anyone redacted so far, that our villain is
the con man and not the Spectre. Yeah.
Shall we look at the last remaining 2?
Yes.
You know what's great?
But the Reporter can actually tell when there are evil people who are lying. So I'd be inclined to think that number 9 is actually a culprit. Shoot it with number 8 if you want to confirm that way. Oh.
What the fuck does that mean? When I'm lying or tainted, I always miss. So should I take number 9 and point it against number 8?
Oh, this is complicated. All right. Does this mean that the copycat can't shoot people?
When a role is pretending to be another role, it appears as that role when investigated. Unless they are lying, it will do everything that
role would do. So it's not lying. If it's not lying, it can shoot people as a copycat. That's strange. Okay. I want to know what's under number 3. See, there can't be 2 of them.
Could there not be a copycat?
This could be a copycat, or it could be the con man. Same with number 2. So now we have to start thinking about. So actually, shooting those duplicates was useful because there might be I'm trying to think about the circumstances which a vigilante would misfire. It can't shoot good people.
So knowing that our last is the Spectre, the con man, do we want...
So thinking things through, if 9 is the con man, 9 cannot be the con man because the vigilante would have shot him.
Right. 9 could be the copycat.
9 could be the copycat. which means that either way, 9 can probably shoot somebody.
Let me just check with the mailman, because I'm noticing I've never heard of the weatherman is not useful. Okay, so that's not relevant. So, should I shoot this dog?
I guess so. Can't shoot 3?
Time
then that
passed. Time passed.
Yeah. I guess that means we can arrest 2?
Why? Yeah, I
because
guess...
if you can't shoot innocent people. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, wow, nice.
So the guns can't shoot innocent people, and if 3 is legit, and we've already ruled out that the copycat can fire the gun correctly, then the only other person that can copy a roll and still be shot is the remaining dog.
So we could do normal and fill it up to 100%, or we could
do another hard anyway. Sure.
Yeah, let's do another hard anyway.
We've perfect cleared, by the way.
We have.
Very smart.
Pat,
I think that we're working together,
backs.
I think, is also helping. But
yes, and talking things out loud. But I think the teamwork is especially making this dream work. Sam says, Araki at all times. Should I shoot this dog?
Well, it was a clone dog, so it's okay.
The dog was animated in a very ugly fashion, so it's fine. On the 10th hour, I announced the address of an but only if it's uninvestigated. Huh. But that's within 5 flips. Reporter, what does the reporter do again? When investigated, I announce somebody. Oh, right, yes. I
kind of want to verify. Oh my god, there are so many fucking underlings.
So many.
4 of them, in fact.
And 2 meddlers.
I do wanna look at 5 immediately to verify what 4 is saying.
Yes. Okay, so that...
They corroborate each other. I would then verify what the skeptic is saying and check 2.
Evil boy, evil little boy.
So, occasionally you'll get circumstances where culprits will pretend to be the double punishment person. Be like, there's no way you'll shoot me. Important to check.
That's quite funny.
Can people be drunk? We have a poisoner.
We do have a poisoner.
So skeptic could be accurate and is giving bad information because they're drunk.
Yes. Now let's take a quick look at how many are poisoned. Let's see.
Well, does it not scroll all the way down?
No, it's pretty annoying. Okay, so mistress. It's only.
I think only the poisoner can taint people.
Only the poisoner can taint people. So one. So
it's kind of looking to see if 3, 6, or 9 turns up a lie, because then that's likely to be the poisoner.
Does the poisoner do an adjacent one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at 6. Wife. I love 11. Wait a second.
Oh, is that allowed?
I pick an innocent partner when I'm adjacent to. Okay, so no, that's baloney.
So that's clearly a lie. We can arrest that, I feel.
Now, how do we know that one of these is...
Okay,
so we know someone here is innocent and lying. How do we know which one of these 2 it might be? We
currently don't. We could continue to flip until we get some additional information.
Oh, wait, but the partner says that this is the skeptic.
Yes, so we know that the skeptic is definitely the skeptic. That is true.
So then that probably means the skeptic is... That may mean the skeptic
legit
is drunk.
But drunk. Legit but tainted.
Okay, but... Or the skeptic is correct. Like, the partner is correct, the skeptic is correct, the youngster is underling, and the wife is drunk.
This is also true. Do we want to go and see what 7 and 10 are?
Yes. Yeah! Okay.
And 10?
So... I've calculated the number 24.
Oh, interesting. So the clock rang.
Underlings.
The clock rang at 10. That's good to know.
Good call, noting that
We
down.
haven't seen the clockmaker yet. And
No.
also, the private eye would flip. Read the private eye again?
On the 10th hour.
Oh, but only if it's been revealed.
Only if it is uninvestigated. So
we would need to have revealed the private eye first, and then on the 10th hour, it would give a hint if it's possible. I think is the way that I understand that. Because I was like, I was expecting the private eye to be chirping now that we're at 10 hours, but we haven't revealed it yet.
You are so right. The youngsters should have been in 6-7.
Whoa! 24 on the mathematician. There are 4 underlings, so that feels very feasible.
Yeah, that's really hard to figure out what that could be, but I think it means that it's a little bottom heavy.
I think... Oh, God. I think there is worth, especially since we're at high excellent. If we make a mistake, we go down to regular excellent right now, as long as we're not arresting a youngster. If we try and arrest 6, either it's an innocent person who is drunk, in which case, 10 and... Okay, if the wife is innocent, this means that the skeptic cannot be an underling, because if the skeptic is an underling, the partner wouldn't say that.
Wait, what if... Oh, never mind, sorry.
Which would mean that the number 7 youngster is actually an underling. If the wife is actually an underling, then that means that skeptic is drunk. Or, skeptic could potentially be drunk. Tricky.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough information to
Shall we flip? I'm trying to
yet.
think about who else I can flip for gaining information about who's next to what. Maybe it's worth checking to see what 11 is.
Let's just take a quick look at... Is there anything we're hoping to get?
We know that wife shouldn't be able to select 11, but that doesn't necessarily mean that 11 is evil.
I kind of want to do 1 in case it's the Bloodhound.
Okay. Well, okay. Goodbye, number 2.
Okay, are we good to dome this
because
fake
it means
child?
that both,
Arrest, not dome. We're arresting the fake child. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to arrest number 2. Yeah, I think there's enough information.
There are 2 things that are pointing at number 2 as being a villainous faker, a fake hedgehog, and that we know there are 4 underlings in play.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, phew. Okay. Nice. Got him. Got the ass.
Okay. So we know that wife is tainted because 11 is impossible.
It was a ghost child. It was Casper.
But we also know that skeptic is legit and partner is legit. So we know that the wife is tainted mood. So this does suggest that either 7 or 10 is the poisoner. But unfortunately, we don't have enough information to confirm that. So it might be worth flipping over something else just to see.
What about 11 to...
11 could do it. If we turn up the clockmaker, we know when it rang.
Boo.
Okay, that's the thing that's expected.
Hold on.
But we know that 11 is innocent.
We know there's a 1. What could this possibly say? Man.
Oh,
right,
I guess it is 1-to-1 in terms of characters, so you can actually work that out. That's fucked. I guess it's talking about how many things are next to it, maybe?
It probably is either the reporter saying this is how many steps it would take to,
I am...
or the therapist saying I have 1 evil client. It's so funny that the therapist will just tell investigator, yes, my client is evil. One of them is.
Let's look at 9. Well.
Okay, hold on, wait.
This could be the copycat, because we do know that that's true. It could also be the con man.
So here's the okay. It's this.
We
stuff is
know
a real
that 5
skeptic,
actually
judging by
is the
partner.
skeptic because it is confirmed by the partner. So this skeptic is either the con man or the
that's
copycat.
funny.
But that's okay. We can continue to flip
Quite
some
funny.
tiles still.
Huh?
Okay, I'm very suspicious about 7 now. Because I was like, if there are only 2 youngsters, then one of them is real, but there are 3 youngsters. And we know that something has tainted wife, which suggests to me that it's...
Pokemon Route 3 with all these youngsters.
Just with their Rattatas. Let's reveal 3 let's reveal 3 for clarity.
Huh? Another tainted wife?
That's a lie. That has to be a lie, right?
Also, that youngster cannot possibly have a wife. That's immoral.
So we know that 3 can definitely... Okay, so it can't be tainted because the 2 things that are adjacent to it are good.
True.
So that has to be a culprit. We can arrest it.
Lock this fake bitch up. Okay.
Man,
And
this is work.
I think 7 has to be the poisoner.
I agree.
Let's take a quick look. Okay, 2, 3, 7.
Oh, for the maths. Fuck.
But wait, 2, 3, and 7 is 12, and if 24 is correct, that's impossible. We would need another 12. So it's either 2, 3, 8, and 11, but does the Spectre... Okay, just one non-meddler, so that could be an
okay, so it can't be a
underling.
meddler. It can't be a youngster. Oh, no, hold on.
Yeah, okay, so let me back up. What I'm trying to point out is that if the mathematician is correct, the youngster cannot be...
youngster 7 can't be a target.
It would, because it would have to get 24, we'd have to do 2, 3, 8, 11. Or I guess 2, 3, 9, 10.
We can't do 11 because we know that 11 is a good person because of Spectre.
No, one non-meddler. Underlings are not meddlers. Good God. Child husband Drake detected.
Okay. Because yes, what we're trying to do here is find a poisoner. And we know that the poisoner has to be either 7 or 10. Because it has to be somebody adjacent to the wife. And it can't be 4 or 5.
Yeah. So,
which is why when 8 revealed itself as a youngster, I'm like, that 7 is very suspect.
Could it be
it could be 10 who's lying.
Mobster and 7 and 10?
Because I think if the math there for 10 is wild in, then that suggests that it's probably a lie. So yeah, my leaning is towards 2, 3, 7, and 10.
Now, something that does occur to me is one of these. Okay, so we know. Just thinking we know Spectre, Mobster, that leaves Mistress, Poisoner, and Conman. If the Mistress is in play, she has positioned herself around the paramours of the wife.
Can we read the rules of Mistress? I always assumed that, say hypothetically, sorry, it's probably easier to explain if we can.
I am surrounding the wife's partner unless the wife is lying or tainted. So, since the wife appears to be tainted, the Mistress can be anywhere. Okay, never mind.
Because I was like, oh, if they're in a line, it would feel like it would be like a wife on the map that we have, wife on 10, partner on 9, mistress on 8. Like they have to be in a line for that to work. But I do want to pull the trigger here, and we do have room to make a mistake. Shooting the youngster is obviously more dangerous. Arresting the youngster is more dangerous. So it's probably worth trying to arrest number 10. Okay, so that is true. We do know that.
So with 2 and 3, that's 5, and we need to make 24, so we need to get 21, which would have to... What the fuck?
I mean,
Is the
9, I guess
mathematician-
that... so, assuming that 9 is a con man, then, what would we need remaining to get to a 24? I need to actually... I'm terrible at mental maths of getting a calculator.
It's because... Oh, hold on. Wait, no, I'm having a brain mode. We need to get 19. So it would have to be 8 and 11.
Okay. Yeah,
so
because...
shall we pull the trigger on 8
Hold on
and...
a second. It's 14, and then to get to... And we know that 10 is innocent, so it can't be 9. So yes, 8 and 11 would be... Okay. Weird that the Spectre can do that. That's fucked up. Oh, difficult.
Very hard. At least one traitor in town, skeptic suspected, unsolved +0 reputation. Well, okay.
All right.
5 innocent, 2 meddlers, 3 underling, and 1 traitor.
And we have
Ooh,
2
what are
different types
these?
of traitors. Idle is new.
Innocent adjacent neighbors are tainted. I lie and pretend to be a suspected not in play role.
Which, with a massive
critic.
list of suspects, is...
Hard to corroborate. Yes, Sam, I indeed did some very poor math. That's why when I make games, I try to involve single-digit numbers. Critic, you lose twice as much reputation as normal. Others treat your reputation status as poor. I lie and pretend to be a suspected not in play role.
So while the critic is currently here, the skeptic won't help us.
And the skeptic is here. Okay.
Well,
anything
skeptic
else
is in the
that's near
list.
to
It
us?
might not be on the board, but I have a feeling it'll probably
True.
be on the board to wind us up. All we can do is
Where do you
flip
wanna
a...
start?
Nobody's a... Oh no, the stalker may murder someone if the stalker is in play, but otherwise...
True.
We don't have anybody else who is putting us on a time limit. I would flip 4. Interesting. 7? Impossible, so there's clearly something going on here.
I mean, we know that the... Let's see. We know that the barkeep is here. The specter is here. Okay, actually, no. We know the barkeep and specter could be here, but I guess at least one of them is here. So there's at least one. There's at least one person who is lying. And there's also going to be between like 0 and 5 people who are tainted, I think.
Because the idol can't taint both 4 and the one below it. Because, you know, there's no position that the idol could be that will taint both of them. So the therapist might be lying, but there is definitely something wrong with what 7 is saying.
Indeed. Something's wrong with the wife. Shall we look at number 2?
Yeah, sure.
Or does that
I mean,
not
I would
matter?
probably look at 6 or 8
Yeah.
to see what's next to.
Okay, unfortunate.
That's fine. You know, it's not new information, but we know that does the idol pretend to be meddlers?
Yes,
A suspected not in play role. Okay.
And
So if we
same
don't
for the
if we don't
critic.
see another milkman, that's interesting. If we do see another milkman, we know that that's definitely not the idol. 8.
Or the critic. Yeah, it's not the traitor. Shall we look at 8?
Oh, so this is a hidden thing by Spectre, but
Okay, who has an ability? We have the vigilante is here.
this is true. The vigilante
so
is the
funny.
only person.
That's
Oh,
so
do we have the
funny.
tailor? We don't have the tailor. So that has to be the vigilante then.
I think so. That's
Okay.
quite funny. The problem is we don't know whether the
Oh,
Okay,
and
wait,
the
when I'm
Spectre will
lying or
still
tainted, I always
obscure
miss.
something that's disguising as somebody else is something
Oh
we've
my god,
learned.
the vigilante can target themselves. we could tell they're not in this. But if the con man was here, we could tell con man to shoot himself, and he'd be like, "You got a boss." Very funny.
So we do know from our last match, which was very confusing, that the Spectre can disguise somebody can obscure somebody who's already disguised.
Yes. So this could be, this could be our idol who is pretending to be a vigilante and lying.
That's so annoying. That's so annoying.
Do we look at 5? Scoundrel.
Okay, so we know that there is one confirmed evil person next to the therapist.
And as a reminder, the scoundrel could actually be our traitor. And so could the Spectre and Mistress.
I wonder about a rule here. So legit real scoundrels can only be arrested last. Now,
when I am tainted, I can die or be arrested even when I am not the last evil role.
Yeah. Also, if somebody is disguising themselves as the scoundrel,
do we want to point
so people who disguise themselves as stuff, as long as they're not lying, will have the effect not work. So if you try to arrest the scoundrel and it's possible, then you actually arrest a different person. Can you try for me if you try to arrest the scoundrel if it'll let you?
Do you want to arrest them or do you want to shoot them?
I would rather hold on to so we can arrest as many people as we want. And we know that innocent people can't be it.
No. Time wasted.
Okay, so time moved on, but it didn't arrest itself. Okay, that's useful.
That's a real deal scoundrel.
That is actually, because we can do that as many times as we want where we only have one gun, so I'd rather waste that 1 hour than the one bullet, I think.
Fair.
I'm pretty open on what else to investigate. I guess 1 and 3 makes sense just to see what therapist is next here.
Yeah.
And see if we get any obvious lies.
The forecast today, 3, 4, 5, they say an innocent, a meddler, and an underling or traitor. So 3, 4, 5.
So what's 3?
So wife, I'll never forgive my okay. If I find wait.
When the mistress is in play and I'm not lying or tainted.
Oh.
Okay.
So that must be.
So that's the real wife?
Could it also be the copycat? Because I think all of the underlings lie. Yes, all of the underlings lie except for the scoundrel, and so do the traitors. So
if that is the copycat, then that means that we do have a meddler, an innocent, and a villain. So that means that one is telling the truth.
Okay, but we can also say, when I'm lying or tainted, I announce 3 addresses, and they're all either innocent or meddler roles. We know that's not true, so we know. So one is legit,
and that is the copycat. Okay.
That's so funny that we have a copycat wife here who is
just playing it by the book, being outraged about a partner that isn't actually theirs. So this is interesting for the therapist. Either this means that 7 is an underling, or the therapist is tainted. And either way, if the therapist is tainted, then that no, because if the therapist is tainted, it would give incorrect information. And the only person that we've established that could taint it would be 7 as an adjacent.
Yes.
So that means we can safely arrest 7. I think. Hold on, before you go and do that, is there anybody else that could pretend to be a wife and incorrect?
Yes. Well, okay, wait.
Because the drunkard is just a drunkard card. No. We don't get a person. So I think that means that 7 is definitely lying.
No, the drunkard is I lie and pretend to be a good not in play role.
I see.
But the copycat pretends to be a good in-play role. Mm-hmm. So the fact that it's copying the wife means that I think this can't be the drunkard.
Basically, if the therapist is right, then 7 has to be a culprit.
Yes. And
then if the therapist is there we go.
Nice.
Because I was like, the therapist can't be wrong, because then what is number 7? Okay.
So let me just see. I'm surrounding the wife's partner. So
Unless the wife is lying or tainted.
So I guess the milkman was the wife's partner. Okay.
It's a logical deduction game that kind of takes ideas from like Werewolf and Mafia, but expands it into much more complicated roles because it's single player. How's it going, Kikamaru? It's been a while. We're pretty open on who to reveal next.
Yeah, maybe, let's see. There's no Bloodhound, so I don't think column quite matters.
Adjacency does matter for stuff like Reporter, potentially.
True. Do we want to reveal 11?
Sure.
How many wives are there?
So...
Okay, wait. Could someone...
To note, wives will only pair up with people who are not evil. They have to be next to somebody who's not evil, and will only pair up with innocent people. So that does suggest that the gun is legit.
True. When I'm lying or tainted, I pick an underling partner instead, and I may not be adjacent to them. I didn't remember that.
So that means that 2 is lying. We haven't revealed 2, but considering this just said, I love number 2, that probably would have helped our last game a little bit better when we were like, why is this okay. So let's look at what number 2 is, and then see if they're saying bullshit.
Weatherman, the forecast is 1 for 9.
Well, no, that's 2 innocent people. 2 is bullshit. Go to jail.
Okay.
All right.
So
9 or 10 I don't think we know. What you can do here is, because wives who are untainted will pair to an innocent person. We've established one of them is a copycat, but they're still a good person. That means that 8 is legit and is actually a gunman. This means that you could use 8 to shoot 9 or 10. If whoever you shoots dies, we win. If whoever you shoots doesn't die, you can arrest the other one and we win.
Okay. And I guess arrest the scoundrel? Fuck, it didn't work.
Huh.
Indeed.
Do we have to formally arrest 10 even though they're shot?
I can't even flip it. I can't do anything with it.
Okay, so how many underlings we... Oh, because we need a traitor. We haven't found a traitor yet. That's why. So 10 was one of the people. Unfortunately, this is a little dangerous because we may have shot actually one of the traitors, and that makes this a little trickier. What does the mailman say?
The mailman...
Oh, the idol lives in town, never heard of the stalker. I think that's true.
So, just to bring up, the milkman is going evil after our next action.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But it's an easy arrest. The only thing is, do the idol and the critic lie?
Yes, they both lie.
Okay. I may have done a mean thing to you, or both of us, and shot somebody without revealing them. I'd forgotten we needed to capture one extra person. Potentially the person that we shot could have been useful. Useful information to see if they were lying or not. Because we have 3 of our 4. We have all of our underlings, but we need to work out which person, either the idol or the critic, is lying. The person that was giving weird information was the mistress. And it's not because they were tainted, it's because it was a culprit. The critic doesn't... I don't think we have an idol. I do think we have a critic, because otherwise we'd be getting more dodgy information from people. Pretend to be a suspected not in play role, sure. But they lie.
Do we think the mailman is the fake hedgehog? So I think the weatherman checks out. The wife. We have two wives here. Something. Okay, well, no, we know
one
this
is
wife is a
real
copycat.
and one has to be a copycat.
This is the copycat. I think this wife has to be the real one. Postman Pat may be Shadow.
There is currently what I would think about doing. Oh, because we don't know who 3 would be in love with. Okay. So I spent this entire time assuming that 3 and 6 are partnered. However, 3 could be partnered with 4, and 6 is just the critic or the idol pretending to be somebody. Arrest 6. There we go.
Very
Arrest
nice.
Scoundrel. Jesus. We could have gotten idols so much sooner, but I made an assumption that's what 3 would have tried to partner with. But there is a logical line between 3, 4, and but we did it.
Yeah, I was right there with you. That it did not occur to me once that may be a fake milkman.
That was good. I did enjoy that.
Pretty cool.
There's another game in this genre also on Steam that I want to go and find for people so they can play a version of this game if they don't want to wait for Dupery. But this was great. I enjoyed this a lot.
Indeed, and
that filled the rest of our time quite nicely, actually. Good shit.
Quite excellently. I'm also kind of curious what Quirk Challenge 1 is. I'm just going to take a quick look at what it means. Yes, thank you, Quirk Chungus 1. It does not tell me what Quirk Challenge 1 means. Oh well, that's okay.
It's gonna be such a problem going to try and find this game. Give me a second.
There were innocent roles that we never saw.
Feel free, please, to vamp for me while I go and find this other, like,
quirks, here we go. Case quirks are modifiers that change how certain cases play, and we can't see what any of them are because we haven't run into them yet. Oh well, that's fine. Let's see, we'll go back to the main menu. Yeah, that is a neat game. Let me take a look at our stats.
Am I genuinely gonna have to go to fucking Northern Lions channel because I know he streamed this game and just get through, because it's one of those things where the name of the game is like, oh, that's not going to be easy to remember. Who would remember that?
I like favorite ability, Vigilante. Yes, but also I think that is mostly the one we were afforded.
Yes, it was the only ability that has been made so far. Yeah, I mean, I guess we had Taylor available as well, but
I think we only got that once.
We had it a couple times, but it kind of shook out in games that we didn't need to use it.
So I have to say, I think it's a pretty neat game. The fact that locations exist is neat, but felt rather underused. I was looking forward to seeing how Crime Scene would be integrated, and it was not.
I guess it just takes up a square in an odd place. Clock Tower is useful, but
true. But only for one person. We haven't seen 11 rolls, so that could be its own thing. But I have to say, I found this good fun to play. I think I prefer playing it with you to the idea of playing it by myself.
Oh sure. I'm glad that I am I am a good partner to play with, because it's board game territory, and this is unfortunately the style of board game that I am actually pretty okay at. But I'm also like, when playing board games with other people, you don't want to quarterback too much. You don't want to tell them necessarily what to do all the time.
No. This I am absolutely fine for you to whip through, because in my mind, this is we're on a team together, and.
As long as you didn't feel like I was taking away your choices or agency in the decisions you're making.
No. The fun for me is seeing how the pieces connect, and also there, I had my times where I pointed out like, well, you're making this assumption. However, bazinga. And Sam says, for sort, I would watch more of this if y'all want to play more when the full game comes out.
Don't play music at me, please. To look at the trailer. The other game I was thinking of was called Demon Bluff. Finding a way to click through in a way that doesn't click something weird. Here we go. So this came out, like, I want to say, in the ballpark of about 9 months ago. Or at least the demo version of it. There's also a free version of the game to be able to play. But it's it's the exact same dealie where it's hey, here's a ring of people. They all have roles. Some of them are ones you know, some of them don't. They lie to each other and stuff like that. This game has the advantage of the way that the little squares are arranged changes how the deduction works. In Demon Bluff, all the cards are in a circle, so it's about what's close to your left or right. But it works in a very similar fashion. So since both of these games are available in early access, if you want lots of fun deduction game stuff, play both of them. I really like the vibe of this one a lot, and I think the puzzles it gives you are meaner than Demon Bluff. Demon Bluff is very overwhelming as you're learning all the new abilities, but I think the way that the abilities in this interlink, I was so blown away that the Spectre can obscure somebody who is a culprit and lying.
Yes. Yeah, just kind of like going, it doesn't say that it has to obscure a good guy.
I really appreciate when a game, you would feel that all games should do this, where the information it gives you is literal. But I'm so used to card games with literal wording, where people are like, does the card look this way? And it's like, well, let's read the card together and see if it says you can or can't do it. No, you'd be surprised how often people shortcut through. Even I will do that sometimes, where I need to read a card more than once to truly get what it's trying to tell me. But both this, the way that all the abilities and work in this are super literal, and even though it's a game I will never directly play, because it's a roguelike more than anything else, the way all the abilities work in Mugenics are also written like Magic the Gathering cards and are framed in a very literal way. So if you look at it and be like, should it do this? Does the card say it does it? Well, then it does. Otherwise, it does not. And then you work out all of the edge cases you discover once you are no longer assuming how an ability works really does kind of like open it. Absolutely. But yes, good times. Thank you for showing me this game, Rafi. That really...
Absolutely.
Not that I was in a bad mood before, but I feel really cheered having done a cool puzzle game that fits the kind of games I like to play.
Yeah. I'm glad that Dupery kind of swept in and was like, okay, listen, Cold Shift was a bit of a... gave us the cold shoulder, so we can fill basically the exact right amount of time with something pretty neat and fun to do together. The bits and pieces that we were doing were also for the bit, but I'm glad we got to play a game, because actually off the back of the last handful, I'm really glad we got to play a game that made us both sit there and be like, okay, we need to think hard about this. Yes, agreed.
Because a handful of them have been mystery themed, but not necessarily involved thinking experiences. So I'm glad I got to play a game that was like, okay, no fucking around. We actually have to think through this carefully or we'll get it wrong.
Yeah, I'm really hoping next time I bring something for cold cases, I can find something that brings that level of head scratchery, but also has a narrative element to it.
Yeah, for sure, in good time. But for now, let's prepare to pass on the love, shall we? Since we're streaming a little earlier my time, there's a handful of UK streamers who are still doing their thing. So Captain Hurricane, friend of the show, saw
the fastest hedgehog?
The fastest 3-year-old racing hedgehog. Always 3. Like, they had their birthday recently, 3 years old, again. They are currently doing a collab stream called Are We There Yet? Which seems like that collaborative peak style energy going on. I was hanging out with them at Minamicon last weekend, so we'll pop over and say hi, shall we? Let's get that raid going. That raid is now underway. All right, I have been your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
I have been your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
This has been the Nooncastle Twitch channel. Tune in next Thursday for more cold cases. But for now, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Farewell, everybody. Bye-bye.
Fare thee well.